Hey everyone, number 71 on my list of 100 greatest songs of all time is Landed by Ben Folds 5. Do you ever hear a song and think like, oh, this is the greatest thing and I can't wait to share this with my best friend or my closest family member or whoever, my partner. And you you build it up in your head so much that you're like, they'll love this. This is going to be amazing, and then they just were like, that's grand. That's what I got with Ben Folds 5. Now I would imagine I came across him. The song came out in like 2005, so I imagine I came across him through one of the magazines at the time, Q or Mojo, one of the music magazines, and I obviously went on iTunes if that was a thing. I'm probably getting my timelines mixed up here, but I obviously searched it out and I loved it, right? I loved that, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to share this. It's gonna be so cool. And I was with one of my friends, who I'd lived with for a few years, but at this time I think I was on my own, or maybe we were still living together. And Ben Folds 5 was on Jonathan Ross show at the time, and he started playing the opening piano part to Land It. And I was like, oh, you have to listen to this song. Don't say a word. Just, we're all having a few cans and a few smokes, whatever. And it's just like, this is just amazing. And they were like, yeah, it's all right. It was like a little, a little pin into my balloon of enthusiasm, a balloon of enthusiasm. But obviously, it doesn't remove the love that you have for the song. Ben Folds 5 aren't a 5 piece, by the way. They're a 3 piece. He just thought it sounded better saying Ben Folds 5 than Ben Folds 3. Ben Folds is the singer, songwriter, pianist, and you have a bass player and a drummer. So it's kind of like the old, I suppose, as close to Elton John's kind of setup at the time. I know Elton John had a guitar player when he was starting out, but obviously the lead instrument is the piano. And I can't play this, by the way, but when I was talking about Bruce Hornsby the other day, when I was talking about his song and how good he is at the piano, like Ben Folds mightn't be quite on Bruce Hornsby's level, but he's definitely on Elton John's level with regards to how he plays the piano with these kind of great little flourishes. This song in particular stood out as a song that, like, I didn't quite know what it was about until I had to, research it. And it's about, you can tell it's about a breakup, but it's about not Ben Folds breaking up with his partner. It's about his friends breaking up with their partner and coming out of a kind of a turbulent kind of relationship, and I suppose the freedom that someone feels when they do that. I'm just going to get the lyrics up here because I had them earlier on. I forgot to do them, but the freedom one feels again, and it's not that I don't think he's writing so much about an abusive relationship, but about a restrictive relationship that you might have with someone, and they're kind of holding you back or won't let you meet up with your friends or be available for your friends and certain special occasions and stuff. And here's so the first verse is, we'd hit the bottom, I thought it was my fault, and in a way I guess it was. I'm just now finding out what it was all about. We moved to the west coast away from everyone. She never told me that you called. Back when I was still in love. And then the chorus is, so I opened my eyes and walked out the door and the clouds came tumbling down, and it's bye bye goodbye I tried. And I twisted it wrong just to make it right, had to leave myself behind, and I've come flying high all night, so come pick me up, I've landed. The daily dramas she made from nothing, so nothing ever made them right. She liked to push me and talk me down till I believed I was the crazy one, and in a way I guess I was. The piano has such a light kind of touch to it, but it feels kind of ecstatic, and the chorus feels like that in the music, the way it opens up and becomes like, that moment of freedom that this person feels after the breakup. I saw the official, sorry, that's only my iPad, like, not that I don't need that for everything, but I saw the official live video, and excuse me, it's from 12 years ago. It's up on YouTube if you just type it in, Ben Fall 5 Landed. And I really appreciated what the bass player was doing in that moment. He's obviously a very good bass player and all that, but and some of the bass lines are lovely, but in the live version he slightly distorts the bass, and as the song goes on it seems to distort slightly more, and maybe I was just imagining that, and maybe just it's because the energy in the song is picking up. But in the musical interlude, the part where Ben Folds is playing kind of I suppose a piano solo, the bass player is just going all over the shop, and it's like a duet between the piano keys and the bass strings, and it just sounds so good. And the drummer just holding the, like, you know, the beat down and stuff. I probably talk too much about falsetto vocals, and I will, you know, in the next 70 songs mention falsettos. But Ben Folds' falsetto is, you can see it kind of, he has to really like go for it to hit that moment. It's not like an effortless thing like the way maybe Jeff Buckley might sing in a falsetto, but it's really impactful for where he puts them, and they always kind of stand out for me. So if you don't know this song, and probably there will be a few people watching this and listen to it that don't know Ben Folds or know Landed by Ben Folds, because it wasn't a huge hit either. It was like 70, it got to 77 in America or something like that, so it wasn't like a massive hit, but it was a single. But it was almost like he's more of an album artist, I think, than a singles artist, like I suppose most people are of that era. But it's a euphoric song about something that's, I suppose, initially kind of devastating and sad, you know, a breakup in general, but as you find out about the reasons behind it, you're kind of accepting and understanding of it and thinking, well, we did the right thing on that. But yeah, go and listen to Landed by Ben Folds. It's brilliant. All right.